You know, Chase, I think that you've been approached by the big porn producers many times to do actual hardcore, but I was speaking to people before about your style, and you're totally against hardcore. Is that because you feel it would be beneath you?
No,
Kind of. You
I
kind of do, huh?
no. I think that
This is like a 40-year-old version, like, hey, got a giant box of porn for you.
I know.
I
Well,
think that
publish a magazine, and that's what happens. It just comes in free every week.
I
Twice
think
a
that
week.
I don't think I think there's a lot of room for for artistic vision in erotica, but I don't think that there is um, a lot of room for it in hardcore. I think the ultimate goal of hardcore is to get a person off, and I think that which is I think it's like an awesome thing. Like I think that hardcore porn should
tight little holes take pounding.
should always be around. I mean, I think it's really important that some of these people have like a release. You know, like I think it's better that someone has a release in their bedroom watching a movie than in the old days where it just builds up into like the urge to like go out and become
Doing
a predator.
doing Ed Gain.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like they tried
Wear
to
women as like garments.
they tried to prove wear women as garments. They tried to prove several times that pornography like led to increase in sex crimes, but they couldn't prove it, and it just doesn't make sense. It's not a logical line of thinking. If you think that like
Well, I think if a person has a criminal nature, they'll find a way to express it.
well, think about the amount of people in the priesthood or in the church that end up in sex crimes. They spend their entire life repressing sexual issues, right? So if you look at people that if a person freely watches a porno movie and jerks off every day, he's releasing a lot of sexual energy that would have built up otherwise, I think.
Well, I think a lot of those people that like in the priesthood that were pedophiles that were arrested for having sex with 15 to 20 young male altar boys over the course of 15 to 20 years. I think that they probably got into that because they knew that they would find submissive victims who wouldn't go to their parents, who wouldn't go to the
Maybe,
police.
or maybe
They
they felt
probably
like
were schemers.
maybe they felt like honestly in their heart that if they were to go in, they just felt like they'd be able to save themselves going into it.
Maybe, or maybe that was just their fetish. They wanted to get away with that. They wanted to be
Well,
bad.
they're Catholic. All they gotta do is do some Hail Marys. Like after they
Yeah.
some 12-year-old boy, they just go into
And then it's
confessional
over.
booth
Yeah,
and
that's
like
the danger
rub
with
on some beads and like,
Catholicism.
Gosh,
hey, I'm cool.
I wonder if there's some priest out there that heard those confessions and he was carrying that around. He didn't take it to the police, and more boys got molested because of it.
I didn't want to shoot hardcore because I have visions for the movies I want to make, and I don't have the only reason I would have ever shot hardcore, gotten into it, when asked to get into it, would have been for money, and I'm not motivated by money. I wouldn't have done anything. I've never done anything for the money. I've just done everything for myself.
Hmm.
So
Sounds like Jim Goad. Some Jim Goad once said.
who's that?
He's a writer. He wrote the Redneck Manifesto. He wrote. He did a zine called Answer Me back in the 90s. Google his name, Jim Goad, Goad. Anyways, he's pretty popular in the underground literature scene, and he said something very similar. I've never really done anything for money.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that I make money off of what I do. It's good that I can find an audience that comes to me. I don't bend towards an audience, and that's great for me. But I just don't. I'm not motivated by money. No, money is not going to make me do something I don't want to do. If someone comes to me and asks me to do something and it's something I'm not interested in, I won't do it. But if someone came to me and it was like something profitable and I was interested in doing it and I believed in it, I would do it.
Like say if somebody came up to you with 50 grand, and they were going to invest it and say over the next 3 years, we want to have this much of a share of Supercall, and we want to make these changes. We want to sell advertising space. We want you to write reviews on porn that we put out, and blah blah blah. We want to make these changes. You would probably do it, right? I mean, you're not.
No, you just completely 100% depends on what the circumstances are, like what they're asking me to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone said to me, you know, you're going to have to not do this or do this, it just depends on whether or not I agree with it. You know, someone could come to me with a vision that I agreed with. I could say you're a fucking genius. I agree with that 100%, and I'm down for it. Let's do it. I'm not opposed to making money. I wouldn't be upset were I to make a lot of money, but
You'd be able to fuel your vision more, and that's what we're talking about. That's one of the questions I want to ask.
But I mean, I can tell you this right now: if someone gave me this option, they said, we'll give you $10,000 for your movie, or
spend on a week.
yeah, right, or we'll give you $10,000 for this, and 500,000 people will see it. Or we'll give you $50,000 and 1,000 people will see it. I would take the $10,000. I'd rather have 500,000 people see my work.
Well, that's a classic.
Yeah, I'd rather.
That's a classic artist. You want to reach as big of an audience as possible.
Yeah, I'd rather just people see it, and I'd rather just people know what I've been doing. I mean, been working so hard for so many years, doing something that so little people have seen. So.
Well, one thing I maybe I should ask you is how important to you is the message board?
The message board is like honestly is more of a clubhouse for like super cult crew members. It's like kind of like just our clubhouse. It's like it's almost impossible for outsiders to like get into it. It's like most of it's like inside shit nobody would make any sense of. Like it's the only importance is it's like it's the clubhouse. It's like the meeting ground of our gang.
I just joined yesterday. I love it. I like the people.
Yeah.
What's your member name?
Apnea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a meeting ground. It's a gang house. That's what it is.
Awesome.
It's not important for anything other than like making, you know.
I see sometimes you'll get on there and you will make an announcement or something, or you'll sort of air something because I do lyric. I have to admit. You'll like air something that you're going to post on Nerve.com, and you'll get their response on it. How important is that kind of response? I mean, do you really? I mean, what if I was to suddenly say you couldn't have messageboard.com? I mean, wouldn't that injure your artistic creativity a little bit because you need that audience a little bit?
No, because that audience are my friends. Like I'd still get to them. It's just that
wouldn't be as easy though.
What?
Wouldn't be as easy.
No, it wouldn't be. But anytime that I put up like a Nerve blog on the message board or put up a message on the board, that just is something that I feel like is something that I think my friends would relate to, and I want them to read and see. You know.
Well, I think it's awesome. That's one of the things that first really amazed me about what you're doing in the website. Not only was your work impressive, the photography was really beautiful, but the fact that you had this crew of really cool people and really creative people on the message board, and it wasn't like a bunch of dicks or a bunch of really testosterone dudes or bitchy girls or whatever. Well, some of the girls are
yeah,
bitchy,
because
girls are,
I've been reading some of the like.
But I mean, it's like they are very cool people, and it's like it's you got a really good vibe there.
If you read a normal forum, it's just filled with the fucking just people coming from the gutters, just saying like the most ignorant fucking high school shit.
Exactly.
Like today
Ragging
we were reading
on
a
each
forum,
other
it's just
and
like
being really
whatever,
negative.
you're fat and you have ugly tits and blah blah blah, and
God,
it's like
sucks.
signed anonymous. You know, like if you want to know what's wrong with the earth right now, you can go to YouTube and read some comments. And you read YouTube comments, and it embarrasses the hell out of fucking America. I mean, it's like a fucking joke.
Right, you're right.